Ira Epstein of Linn Associates with your morning flash update for this Monday, the 10th of May, 2021, and we're here at 8:25 in the morning. So what we're dealing with is now the fallout. And the fallout took place all weekend as people were in disbelief about the jobs data, the setback that we saw in the April number. Instead of 1 million jobs, 266 or so thousand jobs, and the setback that we saw the month before as that was revised lower. And the big arguments now that are taking place, too much paying people to stay home. Is that which way? Again, this side of the ledger, that side of the ledger. What does the economy need? The simple fact is, this all goes away to a large degree in September. Kids go back to school. It brings back a lot of the parents that had to stay home. A lot of them are women, but a lot of the parents that stayed home to take care of children, those kids go back into school. This extra $300 a week runs out, so you won't be getting that anymore. The states will be looking at ways to get people back to work. I'd look for pullbacks of anything that they're offering you. So you put it all together, interesting. Now, the copper market soared today and had nothing to do with, obviously, the work numbers. 488.80. Could be a blow-off day. Be a bit cautious here on this move. There's so much bullish news over the weekend, and when a market explodes like that, I always get nervous about it. It's been in an uptrend. A lower close today would put in a short-term trading top. I didn't say a top, I said a short-term. In the silver and gold, they are picking up with the momentum that the market is looking at the lower dollar. You can see it's down more. It's flirting with getting under the 90 level, and a number of currencies going up against it. The British pound, I think the market was relieved to see that there's just not yet that appetite for Scotland to break away from the UK. It's coming, but I don't think the appetite was there just now. You know, I wrote about, and if you paid attention, you saw that the Colonial Pipeline that goes, I think it's from Port Arthur, Texas, all the way up to the New York region. And that whole section of the East Coast that gets gasoline and diesel from those refineries down there, that came under a hack. And that pipeline is shut down at this point. We don't know what they're going to do. Are they going to pay them to release it, the hackers? The government's all involved, because this is just the first of many. Water's next, electricity, it's all coming. And if you don't invest big in this hacking, you got to be careful. And if you watch my Spider ETF videos, I talk about that ETF called Hack. In the grain market, there's some plays going on right now. In the soybeans, one of the big plays was in the oil market this morning. Now, it's only 8:25, and I said this morning. And if you took the enhanced Bollinger Band course that I put out, and you took a look at soybean oil, whether it wins or loses, I can't tell you, the market gave a heck of a signal on that. And if you haven't taken that course, well, take a look at this right now, because you're going to learn something about Bollinger Bands and some plays off of them that might be of interest to you. Welcome. I'm Ira Epstein, and I'm here to talk about my enhanced Bollinger Band course. Now, many of you have taken my regular charting course, and if not, you might think you know something about Bollinger Bands. As you know, Bollinger Bands are an algorithm designed to keep the market trading within it 95% of the time, and on a chart it will offer on the top part resistance, on the bottom support, and the idea is the market will travel within them. We know that sometimes it latches onto that band, goes up or goes down. Well, how do you play with that? Can you pyramid the positions off that type of thinking? Well, I've applied all three of these into 13 different videos that teach you my concept of it. And from that concept, you're able to work with weekly charts and or daily charts. The 13 videos, each about 7 minutes long. The idea here is not to put you in school forever, but to teach. Now, if you haven't tried my complete futures research, I throw that in as well. Whether you've tried this or not, I think it's worth taking a look at. I think you're going to learn something from there. That research, by the way, covers twice daily market updates for you and access to what I call window envelope numbers, which I think are very important when looking at these Bollinger Bands. The next part is a trial to our charting software, so you can make your charts look the same way that mine do. It's that simple. Where do you go with it, and how do you get all this? It's simple. You go to our website, www.iraepstein.com. If you go to the word education, everything you need is answered there. You can also call my staff. They'll be happy to help you get set up. I'm Ira Epstein, on the road to your education.